do you say? It's rubbing really bad.
Looks like we're cutting some stuff.
We're gonna accept some stuff.
So we are going to the dunes this weekend for Nate's birthday. Nate is bringing the family side by side.
Yep, this is the AC works.
And the tires don't fit. Yet. So we're leaving for the dunes tomorrow, which means we don't have enough time to lift this and do this correctly, so we're just going to start cutting some stuff out of here until the tires fit. So these are 32-inch tires on a bone stock Chevy Tracker. As you can see, not much room. So the fronts are actually going to be fairly easy because there's actually a lot of room from the edge of the body to where the inner fender actually sits, and there's a ton of room up here to cut stuff out. The back, not so much.
Ow, hot.
I was looking for a piece of cardboard to put over your
I
leg.
moved it. We're good, you know.
How can you do like the full splits?
I think I'm good. I got some restrictive underwear on.
Did you measure any of this out, or are you just starting with cutting?
Fucking winging it, baby.
I love the smell of burning plastic in the morning.
Cutting fenders is kind of like blowing up motors. You know, you do.
You're really good at it.
You do the first one, and you're like, oh no, and then the 8th one, you're like, kickflip, blow motor.
Do we have room for activities? I thought you were gonna cut it. That was cheating.
I need a drill. God, I should have wore pants.
Does Jordan want to bring that truck in here now that we just took this apart in front of his bay?
Yes. Give me 1 second. Push this thing over. All right, back to the grinder.
The boss just told us we had to move. Let Jordan back in. Because he does work that like makes money, and we spend it.
To have my own area.
I know, I can't wait to have your own area too.
Yo, this was your own area until you hired a boss.
Hey, I give him a specific 2 days to work on it. It's called Saturday and Sunday.
And then my wife was like, yeah!
Did you give up on waiting? We're moving.
I may put the hair back on.
I feel like 70% of Severin's job is chasing you out of the shop.
I agree.
So Jordan got that truck pulled in. We're pulling the tire off again. We're not done yet.
Do you know about the 2 sides of the grinder?
Yes, and I know which side you're using right now.
Angry side.
Yes. You actually gonna sand it smooth too?
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the Ninja Death Stars. That looks way better.
That's gonna work. So do we have to get out of Brandon's way now?
Yeah.
Brandon, are you done? Okay.
There's one.
We only got to do this 3 more times.
Together, why is the gas bottle leaking? What happens to all power strokes when the head gas blows out that bottle?
So this truck came in as needing a turbo. Turbo actuator failed. That's correct. The turbo actuator is bad. They had all the stuff to replace it. It had some other issues that the owners thought was because of the turbo. Jordan looked at what was going on and didn't quite agree with that. Thought it was blown head gasket, slightly blown head gasket. So he took it upon himself to do some block tests and all that stuff before he swapped the turbo. Sure enough, it failed.
Didn't even think about to use my power stroke knowledge towards the comments. And then I pulled in today because we finally got the turbo, and a light bulb went off, and I was like, because I felt it run rough, and I started looking at the degas bottle, and I was taking the intake tube off, and I was like, wait a second, there's probably something going on here. So I put it back together, did a block test, and well, you know, it failed. So I just saved my ass.
Yeah, from changing a turbo that...
Technically, the turbo would have fixed the code it had, but the
well, it still needs a turbo change, but that wouldn't have solved the truck's driving problem.
Exactly. The coolant leak would have came back because it's pressurizing that plastic tank, which is allowing that seam to leak. It's pressurizing the cooling system. So
now, as soon as Dodge named their motor the same as a Ford, they start blowing head gaskets.
Yeah, you can't put turbo diesel in the name. It doesn't work.
No,
you can't do that.
Well, good save, Jordan.
Yeah, good save.
Do we need a spacer?
You need a spacer.
What lug pattern is this?
5.5.5.
I do not have that spacer.
They're still set on Facebook Marketplace for like $100.
Where?
In Lafine.
You just came from Lafine.
Well, now I know I need the messenger.
This is the problem with having a shop that only has one door.
Yeah, we're working on getting a couple more. But this one's coming out, and now Nate gets to bring his in and play for it today. So,
you promise?
Well, for most of the day, for the next few hours.
Okay.
See how that goes.
I have it on video. I'm holding you to it.
Okay.
Look at you with safety glasses.
Yeah.
You're still gonna get yelled at for not wearing them earlier.
Go ahead and show me your Jeep that you've built at your keyboard. Down there in the comments, you keyboard warrior. Why are your safety glasses? So when I did this on my 4Runner, I didn't know that there was a computer mounted right there in that 3rd gen pickup, 2nd gen Toyota 4Runner. The ECM is mounted at the kick panel on the passenger side. What do you know? It didn't start when I got done clearancing the tires. I was so sad. Show me your secrets, Gypsy.
So that's the rig Nate is taking to the dunes. This is the truck that's supposed to tow it to the dunes. And Jordan's elbow deep in it.
I was.
And this is the generator that's supposed to power Nate's trailer that is also... And you're so prepared for this trip.
It needs. I made this yesterday.
Nice.
Look at this RV. Apparently, you can't buy this adapter.
Oh, aren't you the one who wired that one over there in too?
To go from. That's a matter of the plug. Okay. The plug failed.
Come with me.
You need 2 new plugs, by the way.
Nate's wiring. Wish Sevrin happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
You don't even know if they did it yet. What are you saying thanks for?
I would say everybody, leave Sevrin a middle finger in the comments. Yes. How many middle fingers can we get?
That'll be your happy birthday message to Sevrin as a middle finger in the comments.
I want to see 500 of those. For every middle finger that's in the comments, I'll give Sevrin $1.
Ooh.
All right. That went so much better than the last time I cleared fenders.
Look at that flex. Oh no, you're golden. Alright, so Nate's rigs are ready to go. I've got the TJ6 ready to go, and if you're wondering how we went from Nate's shop to my shop with no in-between and no closing anything out there, it's because I completely forgot to film anything after that last part you just saw there. So, sorry, but I never said I was good at this. So, TJ6 is ready to go, and as you can see, it's got a fancy new roof rack on it. Now, I looked and looked at LJ roof racks because this is the same length that an LJ, and I didn't find one that I liked. I saw TJ ones that I liked, couldn't find an LJ one that I liked. So I've been holding off on getting a rack for it. Then I had a total duh light bulb moment and realized I can just buy a TJ rack and make a new center section whatever length I wanted. So that's what I did. So we have these Harbor Freight cases mounted up here. It's all just open in here because it's going to be like shovel mount stuff right there. And then up in the front here, I actually welded a rack into it. And the way I welded all this is very, very interesting. And you've probably never seen it done before. And I can't show you how I did it just yet. But middle of next month. How I welded that is going to tie into a lot with that battery charger I bought from Harbor Freight, and it'll all make sense next month when I can actually show you that video. But very interesting way of welding that I did that up until recently hasn't been possible. So all that's left to do is get that Jeep hooked up to the RV, and then tomorrow morning we are going to head over to the coast to spend a few days at the dunes for Nate's birthday. And you guys are coming along on that one, so the next 1 or 2 videos will be us at the dunes having fun. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Does he know there's a door?
He never uses his fucking door.
What's the matter? You scared of the dark?
No, I might get trapped.